If you're looking for some of the best options for typography, you want to take a look at WordSwag. It's available on both iOS and Android devices, and it really features some beautiful text options that you can add to your images. So, we're going to be taking a look at the free version of this app, but know that there are in-app fees to access additional text and color options for $4.99 a month. I'm going to go ahead and open up the app on my iPhone. On the home screen, you can see that I could take a photo and import it into WordSwag. I could pull from my library, or I could search for free images. I also want to show you that WordSwag does have some sister apps, Videohance and StorySwag. What StorySwag allows is the animation of certain text so you can create a GIF for maybe Instagram. If you're looking to do this, this is definitely a nice option to have. I'm going to go ahead and pull an image from my library, and once I have my image, I'm automatically brought to crop. Now, WordSwag is built for social media, so you're going to see some common sizes such as square, 9x16, and 4x3. But it also lets you select from certain presets, like for Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, and LinkedIn. I'm going to go back and select Instagram Portrait. I can choose to have a frame around it, and I could also adjust the sizing by holding my two fingers and moving one while the other stays pressing the screen. I can even go ahead and change the positioning by holding my finger and dragging it across the screen. There are other options that are available when it comes to cropping and framing, but those are available under the Pro version. I don't really want to frame, so I'm going to go ahead, select None, and hit Next. When I tap on All Styles, you can see that WordSwag has broken up their font library into different categories. So I'm going to start by tapping on New. And I could scroll to see all the options that are under this category. Next, I'm going to tap on Script. Bold. Vintage. Chic. Playful. And Logo Ideas. I'm going to head back to All because I really want to find one that I like. I want to point out that under the free version, it's made really clear which fonts are available. You're going to see a banner in the top left-hand corner that indicates which ones are free. Anything without this banner is available under the Pro version app. You can see that when we tap on one without a banner, we're automatically seeing a watermark. I'm going to go ahead and select Shoutout as my starting point. Now, I say starting point because there are a lot of variations that WordSwag offers. I want to focus on the numbers at the bottom of the screen. I could select to change the style, or I can even hit the dice to change the order or style completely. What I'm doing by hitting the dice is I'm telling WordSwag, I like this kind of template, but I want to see everything that you have to offer. There are a lot of options that are available under the free app. To input the text, we're going to double tap. And you can use custom to input your own text. I'm going to input this Robert Frost quote. And let's select Done to see what it looks like. Okay, not bad. I can adjust the sizing by holding and dragging. And I'm actually going to double click because there's some other text features that I want to showcase. Let's say you don't have a quote off the top of your head. Well, WordSwag has you covered. I'm going to start by tapping on classics. These are classic quotes that WordSwag is pulling from a library. And I could tap the arrows to pull up another quote if I'm not really a fan of that one. They also break it up into different categories: truth, motivation, friendship, knowledge, humor, and one-liners. Remember, you can randomize your quotes by tapping on the arrows to find the one that you really like. You can also change the style by adding line breaks. I'm going to go ahead and tap on Done. Next, I'm going to head over to colors. I can choose a solid, a texture, a gradient, or an RGB color. Once again, you can expand your selection by upgrading to the Pro version. I can have it as a solid, or I can use the slider to change the transparency. The last thing that I want to talk about is image. Now, this is a typography-based app, but there are still some filters that you can add to your photo. I can adjust the blur, but I want to be able to see the image, so I'm not going to go too strong. I can also adjust the brightness to my liking. I also have an endless amount of options when it comes to filters and effects that I can apply to this photo. This is really going to help you stylize your photo and really make that text pop. I'm going to go back and choose darkest. I also want to go back and see what other options I have for my text layout. Nope, I'm not a fan, but you can see by adding that space, it completely changed how the text looked. Let's see what happens when I put everything on one line. Okay, I think I like this one, so I'm going to go ahead and save it. And know that it is going to save with a corner watermark for their branding under the free version. It's not only going to save to my photos, but I also have the option to add it to any of my social media.